suspense, viewers. Madhya Pradesh has got its Naya Mukhya Mantri, and that Mukhya Mantri himself was surprised when his name was announced. Classic Bharatiya Janata Party, the central leadership, has chosen Dr. Mohan Yadav to be the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. His name as the MP Chief Minister was announced after an important meeting of the BJP's CLP 163 MLAs in the state of Bhopal. After being designated as CM, Mohan Yadav sought the blessings from four-time Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan. Celebrations in the city of Bhopal as well as Ujjain, from where comes Mohan Yadav. Mohan Yadav has already met the governor at Raj Bhavan and staked claim to form his government. It happened shortly after Shivraj Singh Chouhan tendered in his resignation. In Mohan Yadav's team, there will be two deputy CMs. Jagdish Devra, Rajendra Shukla, also Narendra Tomar have been named as the new Speaker of Madhya Pradesh. Mohan Yadav served as the MLA from Ujjain South constituency in the Ujjain district of Madhya Pradesh. Yadav's influence within the state's political landscape was further solidified when he took oath as a cabinet minister on July 2nd, 2020 in the government led by Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan. In the recent assembly elections, Mohan Yadav successfully defended his seat and his constituency.
मैं केंद्रीय नेतृत्व पे माननीय यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री, माननीय यशस्वी गृह मंत्री, हमारे राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष नड्डा जी, मैं सभी का आभार मानता हूं, केंद्रीय नेतृत्व का, प्रदेश नेतृत्व का।
तो मोहन जी शिवराज सिंह चौहान,
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री शिवराज सिंह जी चौहान से।
All right, let's cut across right now to Madhya Pradesh. Joining me from Bhopal is my colleague Hemendra, who broke the news first on Dr. Mohan Yadav as the new Chief Minister. My colleague Polumi tracking all details coming in on what led to this decision. But I would reckon, leave alone both of them, even Dr. Mohan Yadav didn't know his name was going to be announced. Hemendra, you might have been the first one to broken it, but I'm sure even you did a double take.
Well, no one expected that Mohan Yadav is going to be the next Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. In fact, his own relatives, a couple of them I found out outside the BJP office today, they were even also surprised. So Mohan Yadav himself probably didn't expect that he's going to be the next Chief Minister or the choice of the BJP leadership, the choice of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. But having said that, Mohan Yadav is an OBC. He has administrative experience. He has worked as a higher education minister in Shivraj Singh Chouhan's government. And to top it all, he's thoroughly backed by the RSS. He has gone through the RSS ranks and he knows what is required where. So he's got thorough backing of the RSS. An RSS man has been made the next Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Of course, the Mama era has come to an end after almost 18 years or 16 and a half, 17 years of Shivraj Singh rule. But the BJP, as they are now claiming, they're saying that they have done a generational change. When Shivraj Singh Chouhan was made the Chief Minister around 2005, he was also around 45, 46 years of age. And now a young man has been entrusted the top job of Madhya Pradesh, and they are looking at 10 years, 15 years down the line.
All right. But, you know, Hemendra, just bringing you in right now, Shivraj Singh Chouhan, though publicly giving him the blessings to Mr. Mohan Yadav, also saying that he's very happy with the new decision by the BJP High Command. But every time one tried to speak with him, you could see it on his face that he was uncomfortable and didn't want to comment.
Well, Shivraj Singh Chouhan had his time. He was at the top for almost 16 and a half, 17 years in Madhya Pradesh, and he has certainly left behind a mark. There is a legacy that he has. In fact, he's popularly known as Mamaji. He started this Ladli Bahina Yojana, Ladli Lakshmi Yojana. Right. They've started caring for the girl child right from her birth up till her marriage. So they have generated a lot of goodwill amongst women and the female voters. So Shivraj Singh Chouhan has a legacy. Mohan Yadav has to prove himself, and the fact that everyone has its time, there's a time to move on. Probably this was the time to move on for Shivraj Singh Chouhan. He probably realized it a little late, and that was probably because the success of the BJP, the way it happened in these elections, was not anticipated even by the BJP.
Okay.
So they were trying to put give some credit to the Ladli Behna Yojana. The fact is that Shivraj Singh Chouhan was not made the Chief Minister of Finance by the top leadership of the Bharatiya
Fair
Janata
enough.
Party when they announced the elections. And it's very rare that Prime Minister
Right.
Modi...
You know, Rajdeep, I want to bring you in. Rajdeep Sardesai, consulting editor, also joins us. Rajdeep, was it the time for Shivraj Singh Chouhan to move on? Because coming at the back of a pro-incumbency vote, he would have thought that he would be rewarded and once again made the Chief Minister. But a bold decision, Rajdeep. How do you weigh the pros and cons of it?
The attempt is made to constantly create a sense of churn within state leaderships and thereby ensure that change is the only constant. I think that is the strength of this BJP government. They've used their power at the high command to virtually dictate terms to state leaderships that otherwise might be resistant to change, as we've seen with the Congress party. That, I think, is their distinctive quality. It obviously means MLA's views don't matter as much as the political and social calculations. Look at it with the case of Mohan Yadav. He's a Yadav, so thereby you're also reaching out to the Yadav community in UP and Bihar. So you replace one OBC with another OBC group. He's relatively younger, so you're giving a sense of a generation next being brought in. He's from Malwa, a region where traditionally the BJP has been strong but hasn't got enough representation at the very top for a while. So you're giving a representation to Malwa. Remember, he's also from Ujjain, where the BJP has made much about the Mahakal corridor. And if you look at the speeches of Mohan Yadav, he's always spoken about it. Look, it's not as if Mohan Yadav doesn't have controversy. A few months ago, he was questioned over the manner in which the model master plan of Ujjain was being changed, allegedly to benefit a few groups, and eventually they had to revert to the old plan. But the fact is, by effecting this change, you've sent out a message down the line that the party is constantly mobile, doesn't want to stay with one individual over an extended period of time. And that's perhaps the mistake the Congress has made in the past with leaders like Ashok Gehlot, Kamal Nath, and thereby denying opportunities to a younger leadership. The BJP doesn't want to make, one would presume, the same mistakes, and yet ensure social engineering. Yesterday you had a tribal face, today you've had an OBC face. Who knows, tomorrow you may have a Jat or a woman face in Rajasthan. So I think that, to my mind, is the strength of the BJP, this ability to constantly look for change, to disrupt the political system, and thereby at times even offset anti-incumbency that may emerge 5-10 years down the line. So, you know, I think the one thing that television pundits should recognize, the moment you stick about 8 faces and say the choice would be out of these 8, number 9 will usually win out. You know, when we spoke about OBC faces in the last week, and the front runner was Prahlad Patel. Union Minister goes back to Madhya Pradesh. He's not even in, anywhere in the reckoning. Narendra Singh Tomar, yesterday Agriculture Minister, today is Speaker. So with the BJP, there is no, there is no certainty as to what happens next, and thereby you keep everyone guessing, including your political rivals, and dare I say those within the party. I was hearing Mohan Yadav saying he was sitting in the back row and not even aware, he claims, that he was the anointed one. I can only recall the same thing happening with Bhupendra Patel in Gujarat. So you're making sure that you're effecting this constant generational shifts and thereby keeping everyone on guard, except of course the big two at the high command.
Right. But, you know, Rajdeep, one quick question. You're making this generational shift. You're making it 6 months before general election. The last time it worked for you, some haven't worked, but the ones that worked for you was a Yogi Adityanath in UP, but that was 2 years before a general election. This time around, Rajdeep, you're doing it 6 months before election, and you know you need to bank and maximize the Hindi heartland. 28 of the 29 seats were won by the Bharatiya Janata Party in the last election, 25 out of 25 where Rajasthan is concerned. You need somebody at the helm of affairs who can make sure that the number at least stays at 28, if not maxes it at 29.
That's a great question, but remember, there is Modi ki guarantee. It is not about, Mohan Yadav or even a Shivraj Singh Chouhan. The fact is, there is, this is the personality cult of an individual leader. When the Prime Minister went into this campaign in Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan, and you would see it on the ground, Mr. Modi's popularity was well above that of the Chief Minister. And even in the campaign plank, and we're seeing it in the aftermath of the victory, the new slogan is Modi ki guarantee. So why do who is the chief minister doesn't really make a difference. The chief minister is there as a chosen administrator. He's not the vote catcher. The vote catcher is Prime Minister Modi, and that's another difference between the Congress High Command and the BJP High Command. What's changed is the Congress High Command is no longer a vote catcher. In Indira Gandhi's time, she could impose a Baba Saheb Bhosle in Maharashtra because she was the vote catcher. Who is the vote catcher in the Congress? In the BJP...
But then isn't this the Congressization of the Bharatiya Janata Party? Because the Congress did exactly this.
It is with a couple of caveats. The fact is the BJP has the Sangh Parivar as a kind of a buffer. From all indication, Mr. Yadav is a hardcore, if you can use the word, hardcore Sangh Parivar activist. Someone who's come through the ranks, is close to the RSS leadership in Madhya Pradesh, a state where the RSS does exercise even today a disproportionate political influence. The Congress does not have a counterweight to the RSS. It was a straight structure between the party and the leadership in Delhi. So that's one distinction. Number two is, in the Vajpayee-Advani era, the BJP was not a majority government party. Today it is a majority government party. When I have a majority, I can bulldoze my views. You will recall in the past, BJP has met with opposition in the Vajpayee-Advani era. Remember Shankar Singh Waghela's revolt in Gujarat. Or you can remember how Uma Bharti had walked out once out of a meeting. That will not happen today. Today, even if Shivraj Singh Chouhan has to bravely accept the fact that I won a 2/3 majority and I'm out. Because that's the way the new BJP functions.
Well, it's interesting, Rajdeep. You're going to, at one end, you have a pro-incumbency vote and you're booted out. On the other hand, what could have been your election, you've lost it where the Congress is concerned, and still the Congress is yet to ask for the resignation of Kamal Nath. Having said that, Rajdeep, we'll come back to you on who will be now the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, because, it's only getting more interesting. All caste groups represented, from tribal to Dalit, to OBC.